4D chessening. Papa, can you hear me? Ruckus has declared war on your enemies. I didn't know. Do I like Rob? You mean Big Rob Fitness? The bedroom bowling ball. Hello, Jay. Nice haircut, father. Cheers from France. What's up, France? How come so much? If you look at mature anal, most of the chicks are from France. These chicks in the 40 and over club from France are getting butt fucked. Mature, amateur, mature, anal. Those three keywords right there. If you're looking at amateur porn, look at mature anal. And almost all of them are from fucking France. Grandma getting butt fucked hard. Are you a Buffalo Bills fan? No. Where do I meet these women? Rush says, sup, brah? What's up, brah? Go Bills. Come on, man. The Bills went to 4 Super Bowls in a row. They couldn't get lucky once. Would they lose to the Redskins, lose to the Giants, and then lost to the Cowboys fucking 2 years in a row? But you know, those 4 teams they lost to in the Super Bowl are some 4 of the best Super Bowl champs in history. Those are incredible teams come out of the NFC East. I believe that year the Redskins won. That's the last time the Lions won a playoff game. Lions won their division that year. I think that was 91 or 90. 91. Got a bye week. So they didn't play the first week. They won their divisional playoff game. So they won one fucking playoff game because they had a bye. And they wind up in the NFC Championship game. 1 game away from the fucking Super Bowl. And fucking Washington just fucking destroys them. Fuck. I think that was the Mark Rippon team, if I'm not mistaken. Mark Rippon at quarterback. Who was that crazy fucking fullback from that team? That guy was awesome. Started out with the Jets. Yeah, Mark Rippon. It was Mark Rippon. The father. Hey, Big J, how do you demand respect? Well, you either got to have a lot of money or a big cock, and I don't have either one, so I'm the wrong guy to ask. Father, talk to us about Yugoslavia. Nah, I'm good. But someone did compare me to a Serb. The Serbians were the ultimate nationalists during that Yugoslavian civil war. They wanted to keep Serbia. And they fucking did ethnic cleansing to fucking get their point across. I like that. Ethnic cleansing. Doesn't sound that bad, does it? Yeah. Serbians are nothing but white nationalists. I got no problem with a white nationalist because they're just trying to keep their country their country. Really, the only country that's really doing a good job of that right now is Poland. There might be a few more, but I know Poland is doing a good job with white nationalism. Talk about McCuck. I don't know anything about McCuck. But I saw the Delray Misfits, whoever logged into that account today. It was either Andrew or the notorious B.I.G. Wolf. Someone posted a screenshot of that fucking, that GoFundMe for McCuck, and I think that's fake. Has anybody verified that? Thoughts on carbonated water? Bad for digestion? Not as bad as being dehydrated. I mean, come on, man. Would you rather have a carbonated water or fucking nothing? Look at it that way. Your digestion's going to be better with carbonated water. Sal passed away? That's too bad. So shit, I got off track. We were talking about Dave Palumbo's live stream. Oh, I've kind of covered all that. McCuck got the sickle cell. That's nice. Yeah, Dave Palumbo's show isn't that entertaining. Does he do a daily show? Is that... Someone said something about Cynthia's story. I didn't look at it. Watch two, watch them all. Yeah, pretty much. I like John Romano because I like, he's a good right-wing fella. They were talking about building gyms, because obviously Will Davish was on there. These state-of-the-art powerhouse gyms that have basketball courts and, pretty much everything. I guess they're like $4.5 million fucking dollars. He was saying, I think you need about 400 grand cash to open one. But the final cost is like $4.5 million fucking dollars. Another thing he touched on, because I'm a big proponent of not owning shit. And he said the way to go is leasing gym equipment. That way when it turns to shit, you just get new stuff. Especially with cardio. Nobody's going to go join your gym if your cardio equipment is fucking 10 years old. You don't want to own that shit. You lease it. Sick of these hustling geezers. I don't like this glare. How's that? Oh, that's much better. Now my face is all bright. Basketball is the most pointless sport ever. Yeah, but if you can get $35 a month out of a BM that normally wouldn't join your gym, you need like 7,000 members for a gym to be profitable. Because, so many people don't come. best thing for a gym is a member that pays his dues but never shows up. So there's no, you can't charge a lot for a gym membership these days. Because someone's always going to beat your price. These big mega corporate, gyms are basically giving away gym memberships because they know the business plan. Get like 7,000 members. 80% of them are never going to show up. Big J's last bonfire. Chuck E. Cheese says Cheese's second home is the gym, so they hate me. Yeah. You probably shower there so you don't have to spend money on hot water. Shave. Cheese probably stands in front of the mirror naked, shaving his face. Everyone's got to see his cock. What's a realistic money to retire at 50 if you do the fifth wheel thing? What do you mean? Are you talking about hot shot? Hot shot is when you get a dually pickup truck and you get a flatbed trailer and you basically do the truck driving thing, but you're doing it in a pickup. That's called hot shot. Because if you stay underneath 26,000 gross vehicular weight, you get out of all sorts of bullshit. I wouldn't mind doing the hot shot thing, but a lot of those guys, they fucking sleep in the back seat of their fucking four-door pickup truck. That sucks. The other night when I was at the truck stop, I saw that guy that had that sleeper cab on his pickup truck. That's badass. Look at my fucking hair. Ridiculous. A modest cheese like medium cheddar, very classy. I like extra sharp cheddar, honestly. I've never had cheddar that's too sharp. I like extra sharp. That's boondocking. No, it's called hot shot. Google it right now. Hot shot. Boondocking is when you ski off the groomed trails. Gouda, bro. Gouda's good. Gouda's basically a Swiss cheese that's been aged, right? Isn't Gouda nothing but aged Swiss that's just getting real old? Bobtailing is when you don't have a trailer hooked up to your tractor. Gouda is Dutch, I think. Right, but it's pretty much Swiss cheese. You guys hear that horn? Hot shot is a firefighter, unfortunately. Oh, hot shots are those guys who parachute in. I'm telling you, in truck driving, there's a term called hot shot. And it's those guys in pickup trucks that do the trucker lifestyle. There's probably hot shots in every profession. If you really want to think about it. Hot Shots is the Top Gun and Rambo parody. Right, part 2. Would you go on Palumbo's show? Yeah, I don't really have anything to talk about. Oh. No, Ice Road Truckers is not for me. I gotta get a haircut. Dan L., I'm having a really bad day. I'm crying, Jay. That's okay. Real men cry. feel bad about showing your emotions. People that hold their emotions inside are the ones that wind up fucked up. How about making big money in the oil field of North Dakota? Yeah, that's you can do that. There's, where are you going to stay, though? The hotel bar closed at, I think, 11:45. So I was done drinking at quarter to midnight, early night. They have a lot of apartments. I heard that the fucking the boom out there in the Dakotas. I mean, they couldn't even find enough waitresses to serve all those workers. What about bull haulers? Man, that's a rough line of work. See, the thing about livestock is you don't get to chill and relax in the truck stop like I am right now because it's not kind to the animals. Um, Livestock haulers don't have to abide by the rules. They don't have to take a break after so many hours. They're allowed to finish their journey and get to where they're supposed to be because that's what's most kind to the animals that are about to be slaughtered and turned into food. Because really, to be honest, you put a goddamn you put a herd of pigs, or I mean a load of pigs or a load of cattle in the back of a fucking truck on your way to the slaughterhouse. They shouldn't have to sit in a truck stop overnight. That is kind of cruel. Uncle Touch. Jay, I broker hazmat accidents for XPO. I've hauled a couple loads for XPO. Oh my God, who is the worst father? I'm not even going to read those two names. Yeah, I can't believe the amount of support the maniacs and the trolls and the piss troopers and the malt liquor militia have given me in the past few days. I really appreciate it. I didn't deserve to be called a pedophile. That's fucked up. You better have some fucking proof when you call someone that name. Big J's coffee mug. What's up, bro? Dude, I took a picture of your family. I was just inside the truck stop, and there was a whole bunch of these with I took a picture of it. I forgot to send it to you. I wanted to give you some exclusive content to post on your page. I'll send it to you when I get done if I don't forget. It's like a family reunion in there for you. They got some bigger ones too that are dedicated to being an essential worker. Pretty cheesy. You don't really need anything bigger than this. eBay your cut. Someone might give me $4. What's a chimo, Chuck E. Cheese? I've never heard of a chimo. A chomo? I've seen that word quite a bit lately, but I don't know what it means. child molester. Kid, I got it. Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. No shit. 1 year anniversary since Urban Farmer had a Mexican standoff. Yeah, I remember that. And then tomorrow's George Floyd Day. Or Derek Chauvin Day. Yeah. Urban Farmer was a pretty disturbed young man. Um, he was so in love with his fiance that lived overseas, the Asian lady. And when Canada put in those COVID restrictions and we're not going to let him travel, he lost his fucking mind over a woman. I mean, come on, man. The guy's dead now. It wasn't his wife. It wasn't the mother of his children. It was just some fucking good gook pussy he got. And now he's dead. I mean, come on, man. You don't die over being lovesick for a bitch. Give me a break. Uncle JJ touched my winky. What if I had a really long... Yeah. So I saw Transform X has been deleting fucking or making some of his content private since people have been sending it to me and I've been reposting it. That's really got to tick him off. But I don't think Transform X is very friendly to chomos either. Hasn't Transform X been critical of chomos in the past? Yeah. See, Transform X has me blocked. So people send me that shit. Chimo. Transform X is McLeod. You know, I've thought that in the past, but I, I just Transform X is said a few things that I don't think McCuck would say. You know, you know how every troll has their own style, and you pick up on the subtleties. So sometimes when you see a new troll account, you kind of know who it is. I'm not going to get into details because, you know, for example, there's little things Gorilla Juice does. He'll come up with a new account and he'll DM me and try and be my buddy, and he'll slip up and I'll know it's him. And I'm not going to tell you how because then he'll know. You think everyone is Gorilla Juice? I do. Right? It's like in Vietnam. They're all Viet Cong. They're all VC. Kill them all. Let God sort them out. Gorilla Juice day is numbered. I wonder how Gorilla Juice feels about what's happened in the Genovaverse the past 3 or 4 days. He's got to be very happy, very tickled pink. He was originally Memesatron. Yeah, I got that footage or that video. He talks about being with a chick and then driving her to high school, dropping her off at her school. I don't think I posted that one yet. The clip I have, he doesn't mention an age, but he says I dropped her off at high school. So, how old can she be? You know, one thing I've noticed about all those clips, and I'm saying this in a positive way, Brad is the only one that is consistently triggered, angry, and sometimes just downright pissed off about that kind of talk. So. Brad is guilty. That's why I don't think so. I think the notorious B.I.G. Wolf is absolutely the last person that would be a kitty diddler. Who cares? Age doesn't matter. We're freaks. Okay. Does to me. Like I've said in numerous Misfits videos and podcasts, you name it, I've always said I'm not even attracted to women until they're at least 30. So to call me a pedophile is really fucked up. Because I'm probably the biggest proponent of MILF porn, M-I-L-F, MILF porn, you guys have ever seen or heard about. So you can't be a MILF aficionado like myself and be attracted to fucking kids, for Christ's sake. White Shadow, I have a rule. The older they are, the younger I stay. That's kind of fucked up. Joe Piataro posted a chick's picture on Red Dot, his Red Dot page. Chick's over 60, fucking just an insane body. She accepted my follow request. She's got a private account. I looked through all of her pictures. She doesn't show her face in any of her pictures. But her body is fucking brutal. I can't believe she's over 60. What if it's a guy? It doesn't matter. Walks like a girl. Or what did he say? Acts like a girl, walks like a girl to me. Like the great song by the Kinks. She walks like a woman but talks like a man. Talk about Jim Harbaugh? No. Jim Harbaugh, I don't know if you guys remember who Bo Pelini is. He used to be the coach at Nebraska. And all Bo Pelini did was win 9 or 10 games every fucking year. You know, nine, nine, and he'd be 9-3 or 10-2, but every year Nebraska would win 9 or 10 games, and meaning he lost all the big ones, but still, 9 or 10 times a year, you know, the fans were happy with him. And 9 or 10 games, 9 or 10 wins a year is pretty good. You know, a lot of teams would love to have 9 or 10 wins. And Nebraska wound up firing Bo Pelini, and now since they fired Bo Pelini, they have just sucked. And I remember after that, I was like, how can you fire a guy when all he does is win 9 or 10 games? And Jim Harbaugh has turned Michigan into Bo Pelini's Nebraska Cornhuskers. All they do is win 9 or 10 games. You know, so if I said fire Harbaugh, I'd be a big time hypocrite of what I said about Bo Pelini. And look at where Nebraska's at now. They're worse off. They'd be happy to be winning 10 games. Cornhuskers revolutionized weightlifting and college athletes. Yes, they did. Nebraska had a kick-ass football weight room probably in the early 70s, I would imagine. I always look older when I have longer hair. If I go get a haircut and a clean-shaven face, I look 10 years younger. Canadians for Big J. I like that. Lenny said he has better genetics than you. Well, Lenny's got a great sense of humor. That's why we love him so much. Lenny called you a pedo. Is that true? Yes. I believe it was last Thursday or Friday during a live stream. I doubt Brad said that. From what I haven't watched the most recent podcast with Big Larry, but people told me that even when everyone else was making fun of me, Brad was just being like somewhat passive aggressive. I don't think Brad wants to throw gasoline on the fire, which is smart. Let's all move on from that. Brad's good at passive aggressive too. Brad has a good personality for passive aggressive. Someone told me that Lenny brought me up twice in the podcast. And then someone else told me that they were doing drunk talk, trying to imitate me. I don't know if it's true. I haven't seen it. Are you jealous of Lenny and his sex life? No, not at all, because I can masturbate too. Did Linda yell at you? No. Linda tries to get. Linda does fake outrage at me just so she can get in trouble and get a spanking. See, here's the deal. If you got a woman that gets turned on when you grab her by the hair and spank her ass, you're going to be miserable. Because all she's going to do is antagonize you so that you grab her by the hair and spank her ass. Kalura is a power bottom. That's funny. I have no idea who's gay or who's not gay. But I do know you can't unsuck a dick. That's like putting toothpaste back in the tube. You can never unsuck a dick. But who am I to say who's gay and who's not gay? Anymore. I forgot about that anymore. That was a funny night. When I kept saying he's not gay anymore. Oh, fuck. Galdron? He's a really good guy. Why would I talk about the Detroit Lions? I already told you about the one time in my life, and I'm 52, that they won a playoff game. Detroit Lions have won one playoff game in my fucking entire life. Before Matthew Stafford, the last time the Lions had an all-pro quarterback was 1972, Greg Landry. So, no, I don't want to talk about the Detroit Lions. We've had so many first round draft picks that never did shit. Would you rather ride a bike with Hamburg or McCuck? Or when you say bike, are we talking electric scooters? Are we talking bicycles? Are we talking motorcycles? Because that's going to make a difference. Because I'm not riding a fucking bicycle with either one of those homos. Hamburg has a mongoose. Mongoose are good bikes. Oh, Jesus, a tandem bicycle. Hamburg has to be on the front, though, so that I can lean forward and put ice cubes down his butt crack. Mongoose is a Walmart bike nowadays. Yeah, that's true. But man, back in the day, they were good bikes. And For those of you guys that don't know, back in the day, mongoose, only the front part of the front triangle of the frame was chromoly. The back triangle of the frame was regular steel. I don't know why they did that, to save money. But anyway, to get a completely to get the entire frame in chromoly steel, you had to get the Super Goose. The Super Goose was the shit. No, ET bike was not a mongoose. The bikes in ET were Kuwaharas. Why does Lenny keep saying you have everything handed to you in your life? Right. It's the irony there, because he's the one trying to live off fucking Patreon. I'm the one with a job. Yeah, Mongoose Solution was an all aluminum made later in the 90s. Yeah. I remember back in the day, the all aluminum bikes were Race Incorporated, the PK Ripper. I bet you guys like that name, PK Ripper. I never liked Red Lines. They were good bikes, though. I had a fucking, I had a Diamondback. That was my bike of choice, the Diamondback. I liked Team Diamondback because their uniforms were so fucking, the guys that raced for their factory team, their fucking uniforms were just fucking so awesome. You know, the silver and black, like the Oakland Raiders, you know, with a Diamondback rattlesnake on it. You couldn't get better clothes than fucking Team Diamondback. I had a Haro growing up. Haro didn't make bikes in my day. Bob Haro was a freestyler, and back in my day, the only thing he really made was fucking number plates. Nice Walmart glasses. They're probably Walgreens. Jay's so rad. '09? That must be after my time. Should I get married to an Asian or a white girl? Depends if you want your kids to turn out like Nate. Does that answer your question? I have no idea what Big Swole died of. All gooks look all familiar because they never finished evolution. I think gooks were the last ones to crawl out of the fucking sea. That's why they look like fish. Livia becoming a life coach. How can you be a life coach when you're a bulimic living on a fucking trust fund? I mean, come on, man. If I'm going to hire a life coach, I want to hire someone who's got a kick-ass career and you know, is doing something on their own. Not someone that just fucking lives on their dad's money and does eating contests. Come on, man. Makes themselves barf. Lower the camera, Tubby. There's really nowhere to put it. Is that better? You can see my guns now. I heard Olivia is a bull prepper. Yeah. You know, like a lot of time date night for Livia and Nate is they go down to fucking Miami to where they shoot porn and they both do fluffing. Imagine Imagine doing a cuckold scene and Nate is your fluffer. Don't say Leonard on my page ever again. There, there's one person who I don't mind saying Leonard, and that's Notorious B.I.G. Wolf. When other people say Leonard, I think of McCuck. Because McCuck copies the Notorious B.I.G. Wolf. It'd be like, I mean, I don't know how McCuck could feel good about himself copying Brad so much. It's really pathetic and disgusting. Like, how much do you hate yourself that you got to copy someone else? I mean, his name's not Bradley. Uh, yeah, McCuck is a clown. What's up, Zach? Freak. Uh, I'll tell you, I never went by Jay growing up, but you know, when I first met Andrew after Lenny introduced me, and I realized that he was already filming a Jason, I figured, you know what? I'll just become Jay. I was really never Jay until I met Andrew, but I like Jay now. I mean, my preferred name is Jay now, but I swear to God, nobody called me Jay until I met Andrew. And I did that simply because I realized, oh shit, he's already got a Jason. Well, shit. We got to call me Jay then. See, that's how flexible I was. Willing to work to create content. Yay. Only Hamburg calls me Yay. Yay, Malsters. Nobody cares about what you call yourself, Tubby. Big Gay. I don't care if you call me Big Gay. If you call me Big Gay, at least you're still talking about me. I haven't become irrelevant. Let's hear a Hamburg impersonation. I can't. I can't. I love you, Yay Masters. You are a very good guy. I want to come to Delray and see you guys. I like Lenny. He is a good guy. I like Brad and Andrew as well. And Nate and Adam, they good guys. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, he's my best friend. That's one thing that Hamburg and Big Rob Fitness have in common. Like, they will call someone their best friend, like, really soon in a relationship. I mean, come on, man. You know, most people, you know, are a little hesitant to call someone their best friend. You know, because you don't want that other person to fucking, you know, fuck you over and, like, not say, well, you're my best friend back. Hamburg don't care. He will call you his best friend. Oh, Big Rob Fitness will do the same fucking thing. Oh. Big Rob Fitness can know someone for fucking 10 minutes. I'm going to be friends with these guys for life. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's hysterical. I don't think Dale goes to biker bars. Dude, imagine Dale going to a fucking biker bar and hanging out with a bunch of guys that are 6'2" to 6'4", and Dale's in his little biker outfit and he's got his little leather vest on, and he tells these guys, well, I'm a bodybuilder. Dude, let's just say you're a big biker, man, you know. Let's just say you're, you know, 6'2", you know, 240, whatever. You know, just a guy that doesn't really lift weights. You're just naturally a big guy. And this fucking little twerp walks in with his little biker vest on, and he tells you that he's a bodybuilder. I mean, what the fuck do you say to that? Oh, fuck. I'm a bodybuilder. Like, the first thing someone's going to say to Dale is like, well, when are you going to start working on height? Oh. Oh. Bodybuilder. Come on, man. No, I'm a little too old for He-Man. Did mommy buy that bike for you? No, actually, I fucking cut lawns, fucking shoveled snow, did anything I could to make money to buy my own bike. Oh no. Yeah. Actually, being a pedophile is not cookie cutter. Like, the cookie cutter thing to do is to abide by society's norms and stay away from young girls that you're attracted to, right? I mean, that makes you a cookie cutter. If you abide by society's norms, I think what he's doing is groundbreaking. You called Pomps a pedophile. I did. I think I did. I, I, and I think I called Big Rob a pedophile too. If we're just going to clear the air, uh, I did call Pomps a pedophile, and I think I did call Big Rob a pedophile. But now, they didn't have an arsenal of shit at their disposal to make me look like a fucking hypocrite. Now, did they? I did. And I went that way. Father plays to win the game. Sorry. You called McCuck a pedophile? I don't know. McCuck doesn't fit the pedophile fucking um, program. McCuck, McCuck is a different kind of predator. McCuck is the savior. Like, McCuck is the type of guy that would, like, maybe push your kid off a bridge and then jump in the water to save them, and then try to embarrass you, like, why weren't you here taking care of your child? What kind of father are you? I had to save him. That's the kind of predator McCuck is. I don't see McCuck going after any child sexually. But McCuck would more than gladly fucking, you know, release a fucking, you know, a hive of bees on your kid if you went to the bathroom so that he could be the one to save the kid from the bees and try and make himself look like father of the year. Is that true about McCuck putting his kid on a leash? I thought his kid was only like 3. I just imagine. Like, let's just pretend I had kids for a minute. You know, hey Adam, I gotta go use the restroom. Would you mind watching my kids while I go take a leak? Oh, no problem, Jay. You know, and then while I'm in the bathroom, you know, my kid's walking by. Adam sticks out his foot, trips some kid, splits his fucking knee open. You know, I come out of the pisser. Adam's got the first aid kit out, putting fucking bandages on the kid's knee. Oh, don't worry about it, Jay. I got it handled. That's Adam. That's the kind of predator Adam is. Adam would never, ever touch a kid sexually. Mr. Mom, right. Adam wears fake medals. Adam would do anything to gain acceptance from Brad. Anything. Adam has been so mistreated by the Misfit fans. If he could just get Brad to say one good thing about him on a video or a podcast, Adam's life would probably be complete. Jay, is it true you and Cuban made out in the sauna? Well, technically, no. It was more of a mutual rimming. Like, it was never mouth to mouth. It was always mouth to asshole. Adam is expiring. That's really gay, Father. I haven't gotten an update lately on Cuban's dad, but last time I heard, Cuban was pretty positive. Like, my dad keeps rebounding. It's literally a miracle. Um, I'll tell you guys. The night the Cuban's dad went back into the hospital the second time, um, you know, um, Gabriel fucking sent me a text message, saying, my dad's liver is shutting down. Now they're telling me his kidneys are shutting down. And dude, I didn't know what to text back because I was pretty much convinced that he was losing his dad that night. I mean, once the organs start shutting down, you're done. He was already on a ventilator, and so I didn't say too much. And then it's just like, this stubborn old Cuban man just is not gonna die. And he is just, I've never met him, but I know he's got to be a stubborn old Cuban man, because I thought he was dead that night, and he just gets a little better every single day, and we're all very thankful for it, and we're all praying for Gabriel and his family, and we love Gabriel and his family. Is Gabriel's dad Fidel Castro? No, quite the opposite. I, Anybody who talks bad about the Cuban is a piece of shit. Because I'll tell you what, the Cuban is really just a nice man. Uh, I don't know how else to say it. I mean, he's a good fucking human being. Something, I'm not. I never claimed, hey, look at me, I'm a great human being. I never said that. Never claimed to be that. So, and Gabriel is. Gabriel's a good husband. Gabriel's a good father. And, and for some stupid fucking reason, he's obviously not very smart because he likes me as a friend. And he's actually a decent human. So it doesn't make any sense. But I'm like, fuck it. A decent person actually likes me. usually only degenerates are fucking attracted to being friends with me. So I'm not going to argue with the situation. You're a decent human for a dirty bag, Jay. Yeah. Which misfit is more likely to end up on predator poachers? I would have to say none, to be honest. You can't say obviously Lenny, because predator poachers really hook, line, and sinker a guy with hours and hours of keyboard work. And Lenny's not capable of that. Lenny'd rather score some Molly and go cruising the hood in fishnets looking for a dick to suck. Lenny's low tech. Predator poachers is high tech. Does that about sum it up? Training advice for a big bench. Eat. 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 Oh. Nice summation, Father. Right. Are hill sprints good? Well, are you talking about running uphill? Uh, I was thinking about this the other day, and because I was thinking about Ben Johnson, the Canadian that broke Carl Lewis's world record when he went 9.79. What was that at the '92 Olympics? And I was thinking about hill sprints, and I'm thinking, why would you ever, if you want to run that fast, why would you ever train at a slower speed? And I started thinking that like slightly fucking downhill sprints where you train your body to run faster would be better. And dude, while we're on this topic, I happen to know that back in the fucking early '90s, the you guys remember a pole vaulter named Sergei Bubka? I think he was the first pole vaulter to ever go 20 feet. I believe they had Sergei Bubka. They built him a pole vault runway that was just ever so slightly downhill so that he could train at overspeed. And because if you're training for sports, you never want to do something slower, like ankle weights, wrist rate weights. Like anytime you do sports, you always want to train quicker than the real sport. You never want to slow it down, ever, period. So, yeah, I don't know what uphill sprints. Why do you want to train yourself to run slower? Wear a parachute? I think that's stupid. I think parachute sprints are stupid. You cannot confuse strength training and sports training. I want you to train your sports the way you train sports. We'll build strength in the weight room some other day, with power cleans and squats, maybe some stiff-legged deadlifts for hamstrings. I can get you strong in the weight room. I don't need you doing strength on the goddamn track. I want you as fast as you can possibly be in the track. Like if you're a 400-meter runner, I don't want you doing 500s so you're building endurance. I want you doing 300s so you're fast. And obviously you're not going to do 300s every day. And you can say the same thing about any distance. I just believe in track, your practice distances should be shorter. So you're running faster. You're running at race pace. Like if you're going to set up a track practice for a guy, let's say a guy is an 800-meter runner, and you want him to show up to track practice that day, and say, well, today we're going to run thousands. That's fucking retarded. I would rather set the kid up, run 600s, and then on his free time, he can go do some mileage on his own. You know what I mean? Always train faster than you compete. Period. If I did the shot put, should have used ping pong balls with Jay's logic. Dude, all right. No, but here's the deal. International and college shot put is 16 pounds. Dude, you want to get better at the shot put? Start throwing some 14-pound shot put and some 6K shot put. 6K is even lighter than 14. It doesn't make any sense to use a heavier shot put. We're going to train strength in the gym. Okay? So if you want to get better at a 16-pound shot put, throw some 14 or throw some 6K. I mean, come on, man. And the same thing with the hammer. Throwing heavy hammer is one of the stupidest things you can do. But there is a time and a place for throwing heavy hammer. But here's what you do with heavy hammer. You put it on a short wire so that you don't sacrifice speed. You're going to throw the heavier hammer, but you're going to put it on a short wire to maintain speed. Some of you guys are smart. You're going to understand that. Like, well, if I want to throw a 16-pound hammer farther, I'm going to throw the 14 and the 6K, to work on my speed. But then if I'm going to throw the 18-pound hammer, I need to put it on a short wire. That way, I don't lose speed. Because if you put an 18-pound hammer on a long wire, say goodnight, Grace. You are fucking over your season. I think the Grace reference is to the George Burns show. Someone back me up on that. Didn't George Burns do a show with a woman named Gracie back in the early days of television? And at the end of every show, say goodnight, Grace. uphill with bowling ball in their chin. No, but those of you guys who can think about it. If you're a hammer thrower and your competition ball is 16 pounds, you're going to throw that 14-pound ball or that 6-kilo ball, which is a little bit lighter, on a full wire and work on speed. And then if you want to do some work with the 18-pound ball, you're going to put it on a shorter wire. If you put the 18 ball on a fucking full wire, all you're going to do is fuck up your timing. Period. It's like running uphill sprints if you want to go fast. Father, stop talking about things you have no clue about. It makes sense. I actually know more about sports than you guys give me credit for. I'm going to go cry. But think about it. If you were training for the long jump, would you ever do uphill long jump? No. To learn how to jump farther, you want to run faster. If anything, you would do a downhill long jump. I figure since we have, so many non-American misfit fans, some of you guys that understand athletics would understand this. Would you rather carry a 45 or a 357 to shot put for self-defense? Well, it depends. My Glock 45, my Glock 2021 that fires 45 automatic is a big fucking gun. I can't hide that gun. Whereas my 357 Magnum with a 2-inch barrel is little. I can carry that thing around in my pocket at LA Fitness. So it really depends on the situation. Best gun to bring to a bodybuilding show to self-defense. I would bring 2. I would probably come dressed in a suit so that I could have a shoulder holster with my Glock 45, and then I would have a different holster for my little 357. I'm not coming into a bodybuilding show with less than 2 guns. Probably more like 3. We haven't even covered the ankle holster yet. Father, can you fight a bodybuilder naked? That's an interesting question. Like a naked Dale Chance running after me. I don't know what I would do. I mean, Dale's quicker than me. He's eventually going to catch me. A little naked cherub like Dale chasing me, that's scary. That's something the fucking nightmares. That's like a Chucky doll. I think if a naked Dale Chance was chasing me, my best defense would just be to slide to the ground so that it would turn into a wrestling match. Because I'm not going to outrun a naked Dale Chance. And I would be laughing so fucking hard that I wouldn't be able to run fast if a naked Dale Chance was chasing me. And he's eventually going to be able to tackle me from behind anyway. So why not just slide and then turn it into a ground fight? Turn it, take the fight onto my terms. So I wouldn't run from a naked Dale Chance. I would slide and turn it into a ground fight. See, I thought that through tactically. Is that fucked up? Oh. Do you think bodybuilding is a gay sport? Well, it's definitely a pageant. It's not really a sport, it's a pageant. Let's get that firmed out right now. Bodybuilding's not a sport. What do you think Dallas McCarver's an athlete? He was a fucking warrior, bro. Come on, man. Guy was a fucking pussy. Dallas McCarver couldn't handle one weekend hanging with me without turning into a little bitch. Do steroids make you more prone to homosexuality? Yes. Like, dude, yes. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. Because, for one thing, sometimes your doodle doesn't work. So, and your hormones are all fucked up. And so sometimes it takes extreme perversion to even ejaculate. Like, you gotta be with, like, in a really bad situation, like stuff that would make a billy goat puke. That's how people get in bad situations. And look at how many female bodybuilders that do juice wind up with PMs. Okay. That's from steroids. They don't really like PMs, but they're so jacked up on gear that they want to be fucking overwhelmed by an animal. Because that's what they are. And, how many female bodybuilders out there, like, retire from the sport, come down off their gear, and then they realized, fuck, my boyfriend's a PM, and have regret? I'll bet a ton. Nobody talks about it, but I'll bet a ton. It's no different than the guys that are on so much gear that hook up with trannies or whatever they got to do to get their dick hard. How many of them come off the gear and they have regret? Look at all the female bodybuilders that are lesbians. Come on, man. They come off their gear, they realize, fuck, what was I doing? I'm not gay. Yeah, then you got the people that just don't want to work. Lucas. Mambo. I don't know why LC always says Mambo. Does Hamburg say Mambo? Kahlua is kind of strange. Well, yes. Dude, yes. Hanging out with Lenny, they did shit that completely fucked over his fucking bloodstream. Lenny told me that day that Kahlua Bench 650, they were out in the parking lot doing check drops underneath the tongue. And for you guys that don't know what check drops are, it's spelled CHEQUE, check drops. I believe that's proper spelling. It's basically a sublingual androgen, and it's like stronger than Tren, and I think they use it to fucking castrate fucking livestock. Okay? And powerlifters love this stuff. And this is a drug that's used to chemically castrate livestock. Like, you know, like if you got a bull that's just not suitable for breeding, yeah, and you don't want to pay the vet to chop off his nuts, you know, you give him the check drops, and it's so androgenic, it's going to stifle all his testosterone production and basically turn him into a fucking eunuch. And the check drops things, like the fact that Lenny said him and Kahlua were using check drops makes sense why they started going looking for trannies. Because check drops, you guys can Google this, research it on your own, and you'll come back and say Jay was right. Check drops will completely destroy your sex drive. I mean, they have no anabolic fucking capability at all. You're not going to gain one bit of muscle off check drops. I mean, it's like Tren times 100, and you do a couple drops under your tongue. They use it to castrate cattle, I believe. And that's got to be why these guys are sucking dick and stuff like that. Right. I'm telling you. Check drops. CHE. It's a fucked up spelling. CK. Fuck. I can't even spell it right. Yeah, it looks right. Dude. You want to ruin your dick? Do check drops. I think it's a sublingual, you know, with like you do an eyedropper under your tongue. I think they give that to goats, you know, so they don't go fucking all the other goats. I mean, it's, but think about it. If your protege or your mentor, let's just say you're a young kid and you're powerlifting, and your mentor gives you these check drops, and all of a sudden, you know, your balls get really little, and your dick stops working, up 650 in a bench meet. You know, legend. Probably one of the best raw bench presses in history. And I mean that. You're going to be confused. Your mind is going to be like scrambled eggs. Like I'm this macho guy, but my dick doesn't work, and like the only way I can be aroused if someone touches my prostate. It all makes sense. Yeah, right. Kalura completely ruined his own testicles with the check drops, and so did Lenny. So that that's what took them to the fucking perversive side to try and get their sex drive back. See, you have to do shit that is so kinky to get aroused after you fuck up your body's own natural system. I would never do check drops. I mean, come on, man. Yes, technically it's a steroid, but it's a fucking veterinary drug, you know, intended to make fucking billy goats and pigs fucking impotent. Jesus Christ. Like if you want to bulk up your cattle by ruining their testicles, come on, man. And him and Lenny were doing that for the fucking bench press meet for a plastic trophy. They ruined their testicles with check drops. Fuck. You talk about retarded. Check drops are like trend times 10. Balls disappear, your weenie gets real little. The only way you're going to get pleasure is from taking it in the ass. It's a chemical castration. Exactly. It's a veterinary drug for a chemical castration. And Lenny and Andrew used it for powerlifting. I rest my case. That explains why he's turned into a crazy cat lady, and Lenny likes little girls and black dick. It ruined their lives. I don't think any bodybuilders have used check drops. Um, there's no way. I mean, the only time you would want to use check drops is maybe if you had a chance to win a shit ton of money and like maybe the world's strongest man. Like, let's just say you're Mario Pugilinski and you need to win this contest because shit, the payday is, I don't know what those paid back in the day, $500,000 or whatever, you know? Yeah, maybe do a half a ml of check drops under your tongue. Fuck it. If you're going at $500,000, that's one thing. But these two clowns were doing check drops to win a plastic trophy. And then they were both wound up sucking dick. Now one of them's going to jail for probably a while. Oil-based test suspension, I highly recommend it. It's basically a test with no ester attached, and instead of being in water, like the old-fashioned water-based testosterone, they put it in oil. So it's much less painful. If you can get some oil-based test with no ester, it's called TNE. Test no ester. And yeah, that's pretty much the best pre-workout on the planet, bar none. Or if you're going to a bachelor party and you know there's going to be strippers and whores. I mean, come on, man. Chemistry with father. Jay, would you ever leave the melon head alone with Lenny? Who's the melon head? Genova? Yeah. Lenny's not going to fuck Genova. Genova doesn't look feminine. Father. Don't call me father. Did Mika really smell like garbage? I don't know. Tamika was a somewhat attractive African American female. I mean, I wasn't attracted to her, but she wasn't ugly. I mean, I would consider her cute, you know? So whoever gave, dude, all women can smell. Come on, man. I don't know who said she smelled, but come on, man. All women are nasty and fucking dirty and stinky. The vagina is the ultimate environment for fucking nastiness. It's dark, it's warm, and it's wet. Okay? Now take a look at things that grow that smell. Where do they want to be? Dark, wet, warm. So, you know, come on, man. Somebody probably fucked Tamika, you know, after the gym, and she probably smelled a little bit. Fuck. Whatever. You know, I'm sure if you would have got a hotel room with a fucking jacuzzi suite, that would have been some good pussy. Pussy needs to be in water. See, here's the deal. When you submerge a pussy in water, like hot tub, jacuzzi, a swimming pool, I really don't care. Everything that's supposed to die, dies. Okay? That's just the law of nature. You know, if you're in a chlorinated pool or chlorinated jacuzzi, you know, you've got a friend with the chlorine that's going to be a helping hand, make that pussy a little better. And if you like to toss salad, hey, a little chlorine makes every butthole a little better. That's a great quote. Where's Grillo Ortiz? Hey, if you like to toss salad, a little chlorine makes every butthole better. That should be in the Big J Bible. I mean, honestly, if you're going to toss a chick salad, wouldn't you rather it be after she's been in the swimming pool where there's chlorine? Come on, man. That's common sense. Or you don't want to be like Brad, tossing salad after your old lady's been behind the bar for 8 hours. Oh. Chlorine cooter. Uh, Omega, are you on here? Where's my Omega? Well, there's Omega. Omega, I couldn't fucking download that fucking meme you made me. Come on, remember, I'm a boomer. What the fuck's wrong with you, son? I need you to, when I ask for things to be made for me to troll people, I need them spoon fed for me. I'm a boomer. I'm a truck driver. I don't have time to do these techie things. I want to post that Forrest Gump meme. It is perfect for this time and place. The one we talked about in the private chat, the one you made, it's perfect, and I want it. I just you gave me that link to go to the website after you made it, and I tried to export it, and I could text it to people, I could send it to my Facebook, I could do all sorts of gay fucking things, but it wouldn't let me send it to my Instagram. And I tried to fucking copy and save it, wouldn't let me. I mean, why are you fucking with me like that? What are you trying to make me look stupid? Because a boomerang, right? I would have had to have shared it to my Facebook first, and then I could have stolen the image from my own Facebook and then posted it on Instagram. But nobody on my Facebook cares about Notorious B.I.G. Wolf. I knew there was a way. I just didn't want to do it. Jay, how do you escape the Me Too movement so smoothly? What do you mean? I've never assaulted anybody in the past 5 years. West Virginia. Who just asked me if I'm moving to West Virginia? Country Road. Yes. I love that song by John Denver, Country Road. Jay, a PM started working out by me and I moved. Am I racist? No, you just didn't like the smell. Race doesn't. Racism isn't defined by smell. I mean, it wasn't their hair that made you move. It wasn't their skin color that made you move. So you're not racist. I'm convinced it was the smell. And smell does not define race. So you're not racist. Dude, you imagine if I said this shit on fucking cable TV? Who could argue with that argument I just said? I'm so fucking brilliant. I don't even know it. Can I bum a smoke? Don't. Father should get a show on Fox News. No. I'd rather have an X-rated cable show. Imagine if, imagine if I had a really high-budget cable show. You know what I'd like to do? If I had an extremely high-budget cable show, I'd get fucking Brad and the Taco Queen up on the stage, and I could say, Valerie, a lot of people don't think you love this man, and you're just an opportunist. We're going to give you an opportunity to show them wrong. I've got a cashier's check for $100,000 if you walk away from this man right now. And if you don't want it, I'm going to rip it in half. That would be great fucking television. For Christ's sake. It's like children are going to be involved, you know? You guys think Valerie would walk for $100K on a fucking television show? Stay true to your man who loves you, or take this check for $100 grand. That's not very nice. She likes Brad. Brad is cute. Someday this war is going to end. Is Linda's name Piglet? Yes. Linda calls me Pooh Bear, and I call her Piglet. What do you want me to call her? Dude, having a Pooh Bear fucking Piglet relationship is the most alpha thing you can do. Because I remember the first time Linda called me fucking Pooh Bear. I fucking looked at her. I said, well, that makes you Piglet. And she gave me the big bottom lip. I said, what, you don't like it? I said, Piglet's cute. And she said, yeah, but it's still a pig. Well, so it simulates reality. The Pooh Bear and Piglet dynamic, that's what you want for a relationship. Way too big to be a piglet. It's not very nice. Don't talk that way about Linda. She's a wonderful person. Puts up with me, is nice to me, loves me. You need a sports bra. You need a fucking cigarette, man. I'm starting to get really pissed off. Father. The Misfits are going to be a glimmering fucking memory. As soon as Lenny gets fucking sentenced to fucking jail for his second felony, um, Rob Zilla's going to have no one to leech on. He's going to just disappear. Um, Andrew's going to have no reason to have contact with Kalura if Lenny's in jail. And Brad is just, going to do his own thing out there at the Bradford Manor. He's not going to need anybody. So the Misfits are coming to a crashing halt. I'm just. It's Father's universe now, right. And people like, you know, yeah. Now that all that best material that you guys have sent me is right there, prime for the picking on my Detroit Diesel page. You guys can put that in a single folder or whatever you want to do. we really want to fuck somebody over who's coming up on sentencing, the ball's in your hands. I'm not telling you to do it, but the information is there. Now, there's no order. Absolutely no order. But after what Lenny did to me, calling me a pedophile, and then making videos about fucking my girlfriend Linda and getting blowjobs from my mom on Dixie Highway, if you guys happen to put together a little package of the videos on the Detroit Diesel page and pass them on to certain people, you're not going to hear any complaints from me. You're not going to hear any complaints from me. You guys pick out the ones that are really good. Like the last two are probably the best. And let the people that are going to, decide the future see them. Shit's not going to go well. Now, hypothetically speaking, I'm not saying I would ever do this, and I'm not going to do it. But here's what I would do if I really wanted to fuck him over. I would call that prosecuting attorney, and I would say, look, brother, here's the deal. I got the goods on your boy. I know he's got an attorney, and you're working on a plea bargain. And here's the deal. If you agree to a fucking plea bargain, I am going to call the fucking local West Palm Beach TV stations and newspapers, and I'm going to give the full fucking story. And you're going to be out of a fucking job. That's what I would do if I was a horrible person. But I'm not going to do that. But those are the thoughts that go through my head, because Father always plays to win the game. And you're not going to breathe that out of me. I play to win the game. I'm not going to do that. All that money that they're wasting on an attorney for a fucking convicted felon from 2011, trying to. If the trolls really wanted to, there'll be no plea bargain. And there'll be so much pressure on this fucking judge that a person would get the max. I'm not going to lift one finger. I'm going to put the power in the fans. Okay? The power is in the fans. I'm not going to do anything. Not one thing. And I promise you that. I give you my fucking word. I put the information out there, and that's all I'm going to do. I took videos, from Transform X's account and other places, and if other people want to stir up trouble, well, God bless you. You're doing God's work, but I'm personally not going to do it. And that's really the best I can do. If you call me a pedophile, you make a video or 2 or 3 about fucking my girlfriend, and then make a video about getting a blowjob from my mom. Come on, man. This was the easiest thing I've ever done because everybody's on my side. I didn't have to do any fucking work. All I did was like check my inbox, save, and go back to Instagram, hit the plus button, post. Dude, shouldn't be that easy if the fans don't hate them too. Should have never talked about my girlfriend, never talked about my mom. I was more than willing. If you guys can check the record book. Last week, when he called me a pedophile, I said, I even had a smile on my face. I'm like, let's just see if we can get him to say it was a joke, or he didn't mean it, or it was just a gag. I didn't let it bother me. But then the guy doubles down the next day and does these videos talking about fucking my girlfriend and getting his dick sucked by my mom. So now, you know, the ball is in the court of the fans. Jay has been plenty fair. You know, I tried, I really tried. And I've never told anyone to do anything, but if somebody's going to do something with that collection of videos on my page, that's out of my hands. That's completely out of my hands. And I'm not going to take responsibility for it. And if you do that, that's on you, brah. I'm not giving any order. There's no Order 60. Order 66 doesn't work on fellow misfits. You guys do what's right. Do what's right. There's no 66. Do what's right. It's one thing when he calls me a pedophile. You know, ha ha ha. That's funny. You know, I don't care. You know, but then, you know, I say, well, maybe he'll apologize on the podcast. You know, or maybe he'll do a video saying it was just a joke, and then he doubles down and does a video about fucking my girlfriend and getting a blowjob from my mom. Now all bets are off, okay? It's okay he disrespected me. That's not what I'm pissed about. All I wanted was him to say, that was a joke. Jay's not a pedophile. We're just joking around, little gag, ha ha ha. And I would have been fine. But he doubles down the next day and starts talking about fucking my girlfriend and coming to my mom's mouth. Now we're not okay. Now I want the trolls to going to get mad. I'm going to calm down. But I gave him a way out last week. Just say you were joking. It's just a little gag. Ha ha ha. Jay's not really a pedophile. All would have been forgotten. But he doubled down and did that live stream with Rob Zilla talking about fucking Linda and getting fucking blowjobs from my mom on Dixie Highway. Now, I pray for the worst. That's the truth. That's the truth. I'm not going to do anything about it because I'm not that low. But if someone else does it, I don't give a fuck. Vegas Milgoss said, "You've said enough. We understand." Right. I've said enough. It was funny when he just talked about me. I was willing to just let it be a gag. Today's a pedophile. Ha 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 ha. We could all laugh at that. You know? We all talk shit about each other. Ha 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 ha. Now, it's not so funny. Scott just said, "Father always wins." Of course I do. Of course I do. How do you guys know my attorney doesn't play fucking handball with Lenny's prosecuting attorney? How do you guys not know that? I mean, I can say that as a joke, but how do you really know it's not true? How do you? And it's not. I actually feel bad for the guy. I think he tries to entertain Rob Zilla. You know, like, I don't think Lenny would have done that to me without trying to pander to Rob Zilla. Deep down inside, I'd like to give the guy a pass. But man, I offered you a pass when you were talking about me. Talking about me. Then you bring up Linda, talking about my mom. Well, I'm all out of hall passes. Now the trolls are going to do what the trolls are going to do. Who they contact, and what they do, it's out of my hands. There's no civil war. Dude, after the content that I reposted today, or over the past 3 days, of the Delray Misfits, dude, I don't want to speak for him, because he's his own man, and he's a great guy. But Andrew has to be a little bit fucking embarrassed. Like, how the fuck did I keep this clown around so long? The warning signs were there. And you guys think I don't like Brad? Dude, I'm about to tell you something really good about Brad. Every single one of those fucking videos, the number one person who fucking dogged the fuck out of that pervert was Brad. Brad would not take to any of that nonsense. And so Brad did the right thing, you know. And Big Richard did the right thing. You know, after the pee drinking video, Big Richard told Andrew and Brad, look, I like you guys, but I'm not going to be associated with you guys anymore. Big Richard is the man. After the pee drinking video, Big Richard was fucking history to the Misfits. And those of us who stayed behind were fucking cucks. We can't even hold Big Richard's jock. So, I'm disappointed in myself that when a true chicken hawk like Big Richard back to what I was saying. Dude, I'm disgusted with myself. When Big Richard decided to not have anything to do with Brad and Andrew because of Big Lenny's piss drinking video. Dude, I should have gone lock and lock, arm in arm with Big Richard. I failed myself. I failed all of you. I left Big Richard hanging. I'm a fucking coward and a failure. Big Richard made a stand for the Del Rey Misfits. You know, I think back, you know, maybe if I would have told Brad and Andrew, you know what, Big Richard's got a point. I don't want to film with that guy anymore either. He fucking likes little girls and black dick. You know, I'm not saying it would have changed anything, but maybe Brad and Andrew would have rethought the future of the Misfits. You know, and I doubt it because Lenny was a fucking, you know, Lenny brings views. And if I would have said that back in those days, you know, Andrew would have probably said, well, nice knowing you, Jay. You know, that's just the way business works. But I feel bad. I misled you people. I stayed friends with people I didn't want to be friends with. And I sold myself out. So I'm really upset. And nobody is going to come forth and say, well, Jay, yeah, maybe you are right. Maybe you should have said something after Big Richard left the Misfits. You think Brad or Andrew are going to say that now? Come on, man. Come on, man. Do you think Brad or Andrew are going to say that now? No, they're not. They're gonna stick to their fucking principles, and you know what? They're gonna die by their principles. And fuck it. I'm willing to admit I fucked up. I fucked up. I should have followed Big Richard and stepped away from the Misfits the minute that piss drinking video fucking debuted. And I guarantee you, Andrew and Brad will not agree with that. I could be wrong, but I'm just guessing. I don't think Brad and Andrew would be like, yeah, Jay's right. After that pissing video when Big Richard walked away, yeah, we all should have walked away. Who thinks Brad and Andrew are going to say that? I say nobody. I say nobody. They're not walking away. I was back to work, back fucking making money. I wasn't there to fucking help out or see over things. You know, Brad and Andrew just fucking, did their thing. If I would have said, Big Richard's the man, we should follow his lead, we should dump this homo, they would have dumped me. Ask them. Ask them. Ask Andrew. Ask Brad. When Big Richard left, if Jay would have said, you know what, dump that big homo or I'm gone, I'm following Big Richard, what are you guys going to do? They would have chose Lenny. Guaranteed. So this whole thing is toxic. Toxic as fuck. And I'm not blaming Brad. I'm not blaming fucking Andrew. It just, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Whatever. Go fuck yourselves. You don't believe what I'm saying? Go fuck yourselves. I don't need you guys. Call Andrew. Yeah. Oh, I do need the trolls. You guys don't get it, dude. You guys don't get the consequences. Lenny goes to jail. Dude, Robzilla's been living off this money. So we get Lenny to go to jail, we get rid of Robzilla. Period. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? we can get the trolls, I shouldn't say that. No, I'm not crying. I'm so fucking happy. I'm not giving the order. The boys on Ruckus don't need an order. The Order 66 it is for you fucking pansies. The boys on Ruckus don't need a 66. They're just gonna look at those videos on my page and they're gonna make phone calls and make threats or whatever they do. I thought about it. I would never do this, but here's what I would do. I would call that prosecuting attorney, and I would say, yeah, hey, this is Jay Masters. You're prosecuting the case against Leonard Person. Yeah. Okay. So he's a pre-existing felon from 2011. Yeah. And so I understand that this Arab from Canada, this Aladdin guy, got him a lawyer. They're trying to negotiate this down to misdemeanor. Well, here's the deal, my friend. You can do that. But if you do that, I'm going to call the Palm Beach Post and every single fucking local radio and TV channel in Palm Beach. And I'm going to give them instructions to my fucking Instagram page. And if you give this guy a deal, you're going to be the fucking laughing stock of this fucking city or this county. That's what I would do. But I'm not doing that. Jay, that is ruthless. Come on, man. I just said I'm not doing it. But that's what I'm capable of. I would call that prosecuting attorney and I would say, son, before you make this deal, do you want me to call the papers and the television stations with this story? That's what I would do. Because if you got a 2-time felon and all this evidence that he's a fucking child toucher, any prosecuting attorney who cuts this guy a deal on his second felony is basically committing career suicide. So that's what I would do. I would call the prosecuting attorney and I would say, bruh, I'm not trying to threaten you here. Like, come on, man. Let's work together. I don't want to threaten you. But if you plea bargain this down, I'm going to the radio stations and the TV stations. Like you're being their friend. Call them brah. Right. Delray Beach prosecuting attorney plea bargains deal down for known sexual offender. Let's see what happens. Linda wants me to say hello. Hi, Linda. Linda, show me your feet. Darkness has overcome you. Don't call me a pedophile. Don't send your little monkey fucking camera boy after me to beat me up. Are we clear? I don't give two fucks. He's done. He's fucking done. Two-time felony loser. All the trolls that are calling there, threatening this fucking prosecuting attorney. Don't plea bargain this down. How much time does the second time fucking felony loser get? Fuck. I got people fucking dedicated that are gonna be on that fucking Zoom call. Father's reach is so fucking wide. If we don't get to the district attorney and the judge behind the scenes, which I have nothing to do with, that Zoom call is going to be a shit show. Don't fuck with me. Don't ever fuck with me. I'm a horrible human being. I can't even imagine like the Robzilla and Lenny camp right now, like thinking about what their response should be when they're like, They're trying to light fires with fucking sticks, and I got B-52s fucking dropping bombs from the fucking stratosphere. It's just not a fair fight. It's not. And, you know, Jay, remember Jessica? Which Jessica? You the dog, which Jessica? I'm thinking of two different Jessicas. Father, have no mercy on this soul. That's what I'm saying. These guys wanted to destroy me. Father, Father. Think how embarrassing those clips I posted the past 3 days are for Brad and Andrew. I mean, if you think about it for a second, but when he says it over and over and over again, that starts to look bad on fucking Brad and Andrew for associating with the guy.
You should have let it go when you called me a pedophile. That would have been mano a mano if you called me a pedophile. But then you were so stupid that you went back online with Robzilla the next day, made a video about fucking my girlfriend and getting a blowjob from my mom. Now, you're done. You're done. You're done. You should have kept it a joke, a little gag. Like, yeah, Jay's a pedophile. We all could have laughed at it. But then the next day, you make a video that you're fucking my girlfriend or my mom's sucking your cock. I'm going to get great pleasure as the trolls fucking call the fucking district attorney with all the information and realize that you don't deserve a plea bargain and you need the maximum sentence as a 2-time felon. And you want to make fun of my mom? You want to make fun of my girlfriend? Listen up, boy. Once you get put in the system and I find out where you are, I'm going to make a huge poster board. You'll probably be a gun club if you get 60 to 90 days. Dude, I'm going to make a huge poster board. And I'm going to walk outside and I'm going to let every fucking nigger see that Big Lenny likes children. You want to play with me? You're the one that's getting locked up. You're playing with the wrong person. I'm going to give you one more chance, Lenny. One more chance. One. You make a video tomorrow or tonight with Robzilla saying, I apologize. I did not mean to offend Jay, and I'm sorry. I'll put all this behind us. Last chance. Last chance. And bygones be bygones. I swear to God, I will stop all this. I swear to God. But if you don't, once I find out where you're incarcerated, I'll be outside with huge poster boards saying you're a pedophile. Lenny, I think you're a misguided soul, and I think Robzilla is a fucking cancer, and I think you trashed me to try and impress Robzilla, and I'm going to give you one more chance, one more, and if you can find it in your fucked up soul to leave Robzilla behind and make a video that's saying, I was just joking about Jay. He's not a pedo. But I'm gonna call back the fucking troops, the hounds of hell. But right now, we're on you, brother. We're on you hard. Dude, you have no idea. We're making sure you're going to get maximum sentence, no plea bargain, nothing. It's all on you, brah. Want to stay loyal to Robzilla? Good for you. we're going to make sure you get the maximum sentence, and then look out your window, your little window from your prison cell, and I'm gonna be out there holding a sign that you're a pedophile. I'm gonna be walking the street as close to the windows of the prison, as close to the basketball court as they'll let me, with a big sign, Letty is a pedophile. You wanna fuck with me? You just fucked with me. I'm giving you one chance out. One chance. Actually, I'm giving you two. This is your third chance. Once you're in the system, I'm going to be out there with a big sign that you're a pedophile. I'm going to make sure you get butt fucked. Don't ever fuck with Big J. I loved you, Lenny. I trusted you. You betrayed me. For who? For who, Lenny? Who did you betray me for? Rob? Lenny, I hope you're smart. You do a retraction video tomorrow. This is your third chance. Do a retraction video saying, I didn't mean what I said about Jay being a pedophile. I was joking about fucking Linda. I was joking about fucking his mom. You do that for me, my friend, this is all going to be over. Guaranteed. You do a video saying it was all a joke and all's forgiven. I'm serious as a fucking heart attack. You do a video saying that the shit you said about me being a pedophile and the shit you said about fucking my girlfriend and the shit you said about getting a blowjob from my mom, if you do a video, and I'm being honest, you do a video saying it was all a joke and you're sorry, dude, I swear to God, I will accept your apology. But if not, well, let's get crazy.